Hello everyone, I'm HTTYD collector and welcome to a very exciting video for me, as today is going to be the day that I will go over everything I have brought back from Isle of Berk in Epic Universe from the United States. So for people that haven't seen the other videos, I have been to Epic Universe not that long ago and I brought back a ton of dragon stuff from the Isle of Berk in Epic Universe. And for me, as someone who lives in Europe, this was a really long trip and a really stressful one. I also vlogged a little bit of it because I was really excited at the same time for seeing the park and stuff like that. But today we're going to go over all the items I brought back. And this might be a two-parter because it's quite a lot. Or this video is really long, depends a little bit. And I'm going to be splitting it up, the video, into sections, hopefully, if I remember, of categories of items. Because otherwise it would be a mess video. So yeah, let's just get into all of them. So we're going to be starting off with pins, and enamel pins is something our HTTYD community hasn't gotten a lot of before, until of course the park. And other companies have now followed with enamel pins, so we have been treated really, really well. But Epic Universe has made a ton of them as well, so I will be showing those first. So the first pin, or pins, I'm going to show are the dragon statue and Viking statue that are outside of the park. These are more of a 3D effect on them. As you will see, there are a lot of different variants and like different things they did with pins. But this is a two set of pins, and I really do love these, as some attributes of the park itself are really nice collectibles just to see. So in the park itself, you will see a lot of dragon tails hanging out of buildings, and a lot of them are like dragons that we know as fans from even the TV series. And one of them, even though it's from the movie, is this one with a rumble horn tail out of it. Again, it's really nice to just see some decorations from the park being used on merchandise, as these are things that we wished we had before. As you will see probably next or in the coming video, there is even a one with a triple strike. And for some that don't know what the triple strike is, it's technically Dagger's dragon at the end, Frizzy the Edge. It is Sleuther, technically. And for some reason, he has a tail in the park and even got a pin. So technically, that's our first ever merchandise piece of a triple strike, is a pin from an Epic Universe, which is so cool. And a lot of dragons who had gotten this attention that have never gotten attention before. So this is going to be really exciting to show all of the other things as well. And those are one of the favorite parts. So this is one of my favorite pins, just because for, you know, rumble horn merch isn't that common. And then seeing this in the little house is adorable. Our first piece of triple strike merch is this pin with his tail out of it, and it's really cute as it's like a featured house other than the rumble horn, so it's pretty cute to have this as a pin. Here we have a toothless pin that has this lenticular effect. It just goes between these two faces of a hip toothless and then a toothless with his tongue. A memorable store pin is the Hiccup's Workshop pen, which just features an axe with some lint and then the cool two-hammer logo of the workshop. And this is technically from the shop itself, so the logo of the shop where you can buy some merch. Then we have this really cute livery pin. There is also a matching toothless on this one, and it just features like that little livery head, which is pretty simple. She does have some glitter in her eyes and on the livery, like lettering, yeah, other than that, nothing that special, but it's also raised, so that's pretty cool. The matching toothless or knifery to the livery pin, just a toothless head with knifery underneath. These pins come in a set, or like a set, not really, but you can buy them depending on the dragon that you want. So for the first one we have Meatlug, which is of course the boulder class, so this is a really cool one. And then she features like this little lint. Every single dragon got one except for Hookfang. For some reason Hookfang did not get, like, you will notice this pattern again in the video. We have a lot of times Meatlug, Barven Belch, Stormfly and Toothless, and then Hookfang is nowhere to be found for some reason. So I'm hoping that later they might come back with him, but this is the first one of that set. The other pins that match the Meatlug one is this one, which is the Deadly Nether Tracker, or the Stormfly one. And then I also have the Barven Belch Mystery Claws one, and they look really, really good all together, mostly because I can have the flag. I'm missing Toothless. I do hope to get him someday, but I'm really happy to have these three. Another pin set is the dragons with their riders in their Viking costumes. I have them all except for Toothless and Hiccup because they were sold out. So the first one I have here is the meatloaf with fish legs. We also have Stormfly with Astrid. Like, look at those details on the dragons and on the Vikings, their suits. Then we have, first time we actually have a Snotlout and Hook Fang representation in a set. And then we have Ruffnut, Tefnut, and Barb and Belch. And I really like that they include both the twins with the dragon and not just one, like we see with some of the action figures. There is also this is Berk pen, which has, of course, the whole scenery of Berk and the dragons. And this extra thing can open up, so you can actually pull this little thing down, and then it says also this is Berk. So it's more of a standing pin, like you could like put this on something. But yeah, it's really cool. And then Toothless and Hiccup are raised. More of a generic pen is this Toothless with, or like the strike logo with some of the scales in it. But there's a really nice border around it. A bigger pin set includes these 3 rides. So there is like this kiddie area that I've also been in to check it out. And it has some really cute like dragon themed attractions for little kids. And one of them is like this merry-go-round, and it has these 3 rides or like seats on them. So we have a Hook Fang, a Stormfly, and a Barb and Belch. And these pins are more of a rubbery aspect, or not rubbery, but they aren't metallic looking. But I really like that this is like a little thing you could get. Another pin I was able to pick up is this limited edition pin for the opening of the park. So it has the Epic Universe logo in the middle, and then all of the lands, including How to Train Your Dragon, and they're all a little bit raised. This is a really big pin compared to the others. And just a flat one. There is also one that claps open, which I will be showing later on, which I also got. But this is a really cool one as well to represent, you know, you going to the park or seeing all of the lands together. This is the limited edition one that opens up. So this one has these little doors where it reveals that same poster that I have shown off before. The Be Yourself, Embrace Your Weirdness pin with a sheep is also really cool, as he looks super bored and just cute in that little outfit. Next pin is this one, and it's probably my favorite pin other than the limited edition one, which I also have. This is from the ceiling of the How to Treat Your Dragon shop, and it's absolutely beautiful. Every single item from that shop I picked up because it was just so gorgeous, so you'll see that later. But it's Stormfly with their beautiful blue background, like this is my favorite blue, and then the fish you can move, slide in and out. It is hard to do, so I'm not gonna do it because I've seen a lot of them stuck. But it's a really pretty pin, and the style of the the artwork is super pretty. Another bigger pin is this really cool one of Undercover with every single sheep costume and color you can imagine. It's one of my favorite pins again. This is just like a flat one, not really enamel. But yeah, you have the ones that are on the embrace, and then we have a lot of different ones with even sheep that gets pulled away by the dragons. More pins, of course, are the sheep. These are one of the best ones as these are fluffy. And then we have the black sheep and the white sheep together. Another big pin is this statue sheep pin. So this is for the most sheep stacked, which goes to Ruffnut and Tefnut. And you can see all of the white sheep with one black sheep on the top. A more generic pin of just the Toothless stock art with Do You Know Any Dragons? I think it's, of course we don't know any dragons, but it's like a weird pin in my opinion. Like, I don't get why this was a thing, and it's a 3D. Then we have the How to Treat Your Dragon logo pin. So this is the actual logo they have on the store, and they made it into a pin, which is kind of cool. On to the last pins, which aren't the mystery pins because those are gonna be separate. The 2 last ones I have is this Lifery one. She has this, so she isn't enamel like others, but she's like that material that easily gets damaged with her wings spread out, which is super cool. And then the other one I got is because it was the last day at the park and they restocked him, is this Toothless Nordic style pin. They did have the others, but because they looked like the mystery ones, I skipped on those. I do want to get those eventually, but Toothless was one that was sold out for a long time and he came back, so I was really happy to pick him up. So yeah, that were all of my pins. Another big thing this park did was make jewelry, and that was a little bit of a surprise for me. I had seen some jewelry going around that's from Epic Universe, but it was so much I was not expecting that, and they're really unique ones as well. So they're really cool. Never seen things before, so I'm really excited to show these things. First up, we have this merch that's probably associated with the fire drill attraction, and it's mostly like the little heads on boats and like things associated with the boats. And the first one is this necklace, which has this really cool dragon head. Like you can see, it's like a wood, like almost a monster's nightmare, and it's just in a little like lens to go around, but it's really cool. It's plastic, but it is a really nice one, and just something we would never see like being made from anyone else. And then matching with the necklace, we also have a like wristband, and it's a really big one with this really cool like border or like indentation of some like rectangles, but it looks really cool together with the dragon head. But other than that, it's the same thing. It's really cool. It's like three things like going waved through each other. And then a matching set of earrings, which are these, and this is something you would not even associate with How to Train a Dragon. So I believe this is like the tail of the boat, or like some of the accessories of it, and it's like this really cool wooden texture on it. I really like these because they're just simple and not really like you can wear these without anyone knowing it's How to Train a Dragon. And then more earrings, and these are super cute, and I am so amazed these even exist. Like we couldn't even get it anywhere else. It's like these little houses of the Vikings with a little dragon head sticking out, and then on the bottom you have like little from the attraction Hiccup's wing glider, like those wings that he attaches or wants to attach, are these little like extra hanging pieces, and these are so detailed and cool. Like look at that, like even the back, and then the little door, and then the other one is the exact same, but it's really cool. Like this is merch that's amazing. Like I love it so much. It's like the best, just because I love like things associated with Berk itself and not only the dragons. And I think a lot of us can relate on that. So these are really cool. Then to match the earrings, we also have a little Viking house as a necklace. So here she is, or he is, or whatever. Just the same design, but really cute nonetheless. Of course, there are also jewelry pieces that are associated with the dragons. So the first one is this like set of 3 toothlesses. So we have a toothless head, the strike logo, but then with a red tail, and then some little toothless symbols, or the ones that go around in Epic Universe. So that's really cool. There's also this really big toothless armband. It's like really big. It's super heavy too, and it's toothless. That just goes around, and you have his black tail fin, and on the tail itself there's some gems, like some green gems. The face itself isn't, you know, with any green detailing. It's just the shape of his head, but this is a really big one and a really cool one. Like I don't even know if this is like adjustable either, but it's a really cool one. Like if you love How to Train a Dragon, definitely pick this up. There is this armband too. So this is like a fake glittery armband again, with just a strike logo, and then just like some clip-ons. Nothing that special. It's a really cool one because this makes you look more like a Viking, because they have like those big wrists armbands, so it's really cool. Here we have an earring set where actually the first time we haven't gotten like some dark representation. So we have Pouncer, Rough Runner, Life Fury, and Toothless, and it is really special, mostly because all the time Rough Runner is the one that gets like excluded. So it's nice to have like a set that doesn't have Dart, but it would have been nicer if they like included all of them. Here are some Toothless earrings, and these are really heavy ones. As you can see, the Toothless is huge. Let me see if I can focus more. There we go. So they're really big ones, and then the part that goes in your ear is also super big. He has like a 3D effect on him too. Really cool. Not as anything that special or unique, as it's just stock art, but it's still really nice. There's also this toothless ring they made. So this is a smaller version of the wristband we saw before, but then with toothless and no gems. Nothing that special. I think the ones from Hot Topic are a little bit better because they have a little bit more detail, but it's like a simple one to show your love for How to Train a Dragon. Now we have like a little set again. I'm just missing, I believe it's a wristband they made, but they did like this collage or like necklace of all of the baby gronkles, or like the colors. So we have a purple one, a yellow one, a pink one, and a green one, and they look so derpy and funny. Like look at these dudes, so it's really cute. And then to match those, they also made earrings. So they chose the pink gronkles, just for like simple earrings, and I think these are really adorable. For the little chronicles, I've actually forgot about one. We also have this bracelet on, so it has all of the baby dragons again, but it also has crystals in it, so they're matching the color of the dragon, which is super funny. And again, these are the same as the keychain and the like the bracelet still, because there's like another kind of bracelet, or maybe it's like a bracelet with that looks like the necklace, and as well as the earrings. Another bracelet set is this yin and yang, toothless and life fury. It also has like a strap with little bubbles on it. It looks really, really cute. And they match perfectly together, so they click into each other. So this one has a couple of designs as well, and the first one we have is the deadly nether in an egg, so it's a spiky egg. It's really heavy. I was not expecting that, and it is a little bit of egg on the top. So we have this as a stormfly, and I also have the Barb and Belch variant, so they are Barb and Belch inside of an egg as well, so they're a little bit grinning, super cute together. But yeah, a set of earrings this time, as every single dragon except of Hookfang has gotten earrings, and these are really, really cute when you wear them. I would imagine the first one I'm going to show is Meatluck, or a chronicle, and as you can see, they bite your, like if you wear them, it looks like they're biting your ear, which is super, super cute and a little detailed. So that's the chronicles. We also have Barb and Belch in that same style, or a zipple bag. So one is looking at you, and then the other one is biting your ear. And we have Toothless, of course. So he's a blue knife fury here, so that looks really, really cool. See him in his blue. And then probably my favorite one of the set is the deadly nethers. They look really cute. They aren't as blue as you would imagine. They're more of a green teal. But they look really cute, and these look really good, like with the biting aspect, so these are one of my favorite ones. And then the last piece of jewelry I picked up is this Toothless and Life Fury together, so you get two necklaces in one. It looks a lot like the Hot Topic one we got before, but now it's from Isle of Berk, and I think they look really cute each other. They're a little bit less high quality it seems, but they're the 3D effect, but I really like them nonetheless. Other merch in the park also includes stationery, and these are some really, really cool ones. The first ones I'm going to show are pens, and they're really, really big ones. So the first one we have is this Hookfang. It's a really, really big one. These are for the dragon racing alley, like those ones that you can flip around on. And we have a Hookfang, so he is in his in wooden. But he also, if you notice, has his racing pattern on him. Like, you cannot see it really well because, of course, his wings are not on this. You can see it over here and on his nose. And then it's just a pen, and it's really, really cool how this looks. And for this, we also have a matching Stormfly. So again, you can see that she has some of her racing stripes. I wish we saw some more because it is a really, really cool one. And again, it's like this wooden, like detailed feature that they did, and then even up to her tail. So it's, again, a really, really cool one, and just something I was not expecting to find. Another pen is this Hiccups pen that he technically uses in the woods when finding or looking for Toothless. Of course, it's not like an actual charcoal one, but you can see it's based on that. They even put like a little, what's it called, rubber charm on this. And then just the wooden stick he almost uses, and then they made this into a pen. And the last pen I got is this Toothless one. So this is a Toothless based one. So we have Toothless written on this piece, and it just goes up and up and up, and then some wood, and then we have his tail. So this is a really big one. Not sure why they made these pins this big, these pens this big, but it's a really cool one, and just, you know, associated with Toothless. A random item that doesn't really belong in a category is this gift card that you could purchase, you could put money on this. I never used this one, so I can safely show the back of it as well. It's just like a card with Hiccup and Toothless. It's just like something nice that you can pick up for pretty cheap actually. Lanyards and lanyard pouches were also something that the park featured, and again there are a couple of different variations. So the first one is more of a set of two, as we have a Life Fury. So this is the first one. So we have Life Fury, and then she is on this little lint, so you can pull this out, so for you scanning a badge. And it's just the Life Fury, and on the back it is this really cool insert of the How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk logo. And then to match the Life Fury, of course, we have Toothless. So again, this is like the same design. On the back it is the same, but then with a white background. And then we have the little toothless here. It's the same on both sides, and again it's like a pull-out thing, so that's really cool. The last two of these stretchy keychain things I can show as this one. So it's just a toothless with his eyes, then a green hiccup logo, and then on the back it has Isle of Berk in white. So this is a really cute one. And then the other one is a generic one as well, which says the Legion of Legends. At the back has again the design. It has a red hiccup symbol, and again it's a stretchy one. I don't know what I think of this merch, because I cannot really understand, like if you have like a badge for work, it's really nice, but these feel really big in my opinion. I don't know if that's like the usual size, but they're pretty cool. This one is my least favorite because of the striping. It makes it like the symbol in the middle gets lost a little bit, but it's really cute anyway. These are some of the lanyards that you can get. I picked up every single one that was available at the moment, so I'll show them all. So the first one is this Life Fury one, which has this really cute design of her going around. Like these are some of the more sketchies, like 3D art. Then there's Isle of Berk, and then another picture of her. And on the back it has some more. That's a really pretty one, featuring her alone. And I'll just turn it around to show them all. This is my favorite one, as it has like an extra rubbery aspect. So we have the toothless tail, that is rubbery, and then it just has Be a Hero. So it just has this pattern, and then this other side says Be a Hero. But then this is really cool because it has like the scaly material, which is super nice. Then we have this more generic Knife Fury one. So Yui says Knife Fury. And now we have those faces we have seen a couple of times, and on the other side is just the black with the faces. And then the last one is a thicker band one, which features the Isle of Berk, like the crew, and then this is Berk on the other side with a silhouette of Berk. So it's a really more plain one. These are really nice because, of course, you know, lanyards are just like something cool and easy to get. And easy to take with you, and especially the rubber one I think is pretty unique, and you can put a lot of nice designs on these. For the lanyards we also have lanyard pouches. So again I picked up every single one that was available at the moment. So we have this Knife Fury one, so with again the face. So these are plasticky ones. You also have the one that are stretchy that I showed before. Then we have this one, which is, what's this say again? Legion of Legends. So it's the strike logo with some of the red. And then we have a This is Berk one, so this would match with the This is Berk lanyard. Pretty cool. Nothing really that special. They're pretty cheap looking, but they're easy to use around in the park. Ornaments are also something that this park does, and these are a little bit a hit or miss for me. And I will show the first one and then explain a bit about it. But this is a metal one, and this is the Viking boat. But the thing is, these are like printed on the material, and I saw a lot, and I do mean like every single one except for this one probably, that has like some of the damage on any of the paint. So missing chips, missing paint, just things broken off, and it's kind of sad to see because it's a really nice one. There's another ornament that has the same issue that I will show later, but it's just a little bit sad that they decided to do this this way. I get that it's high quality this way, but it doesn't make it like, you know, if you order this online, I would guess, and it's like a random one you could get. And then I saw like ones that even like the whole shield was just missing, which is kind of sad. But then yeah, for the collectible, it's just kind of a shame to see that. Here is another ornament, and it's a weird choice. So they decided to go with the skull crusher in the house, like the tail. I don't know why this is like a ornament they thought they would make, but it's really fun again because we don't have a lot of skull crusher merch. We also have some plastic ornaments, and this is one of my favorites, as it is again the How to Train Your Dragon, How to Treat Your Dragon ceiling. This is just a plastic one with like a 3D layering, and then you can see Stormfly, Hookfang, and Barb and Bells, and then some terrible terrors in the middle with some fishes. Another great item featuring the sheep. And it's one of my personal favorites again from the park. Like this has been like all of the time, but is this salt and pepper shaker set. of the white sheep and a black sheep together, and I think this is like one of the most genius ideas I've ever seen, as this makes sense for these. And just in general, like the idea of having like how to treating a salt and pepper shakes, knowing that these are the sheep, is fantastic. I love this so much. These are gonna be in my display forever, because these are some of the best pieces of merchandise. This item is one of the popular items in the park, as this has been made as a popcorn bucket before. And now I have the sippy cup. So this is a toothless sippy cup, and you can get him at some of the food locations. So he's just a smaller version of the popcorn bucket, and he's more of a other plastic material, not that hard case, and not that shiny. He comes with a lanyard that says Isle of Berk on it. And other than that, he just has these big cute eyes, he has his red tail, and he looks really cute. And compared to the popcorn bucket, it doesn't have that wing feature where he flaps his wings. But other than that, he's still a really cute one. And really happy that it was still in stock when I went, so yeah. Luggage tags were also something they did in this park. I don't know why, but they're pretty cool. I saw a lot of them before, but these weren't there anymore when I went. So I picked up the ones that I did see. So the first one is this one, which is the male Viking one, which is like this gray. And on the back is immediately like where you can fill in your information. You have this in the female version as well. Then we have this one, which is the Legion of Legends, and on the back it has the symbol. And this one is like one that you have to open up to see your information, and I like this one way better than the one with the stripes. And then we have one rectangular one, which features toothless faces, and then sometimes in red. So yeah, those are the ones I was able to pick up. Of course, the park features plushies as always, and there are a lot of them. I picked up most of them because a lot of them were again gone. But one of the things they have is these eggs, and these are the How to Train Your Dragon Drifter eggs. So what these are little plushies inside of these eggs, and they have like this feature or this ceremony that when you want to open them at the park, you get like a dragon hatching ceremony. As these have the feature of when you pull the egg open, you can put them inside of it. So here we have the photo. You can put them in, you can put the lid on, and it comes with a little strap so you can carry them around. And what I really like about these is there are 5 different dragons to get. So we have Cloudjumper, which is awesome, Meatlag, Stormfly, the Life Fury, and Toothless. And as you can see, each dragon has like a color behind them, and this is what makes them even more perfect. They are color coded, so each different dragon has the matching egg, like you can see, associated with it. So you are guaranteed to get that dragon when you open them up and get that color. So this one, for example, is Cloudjumper. I of course also have this one, and this one is Toothless, so he's like the yellowy. We have the blue one. This is Stormfly. Then we have orange for Meatlag. And then the last one is dark blue for the Life Fury. So you aren't actually getting like a mystery dragon, so you're not having to guess. If you pick up the color, you get that dragon guaranteed. So if you want Toothless, get the yellow. If you want a Cloudjumper, get the between the yellow and orange. It's really easy to tell, and it makes it a lot more fun for you to get the dragon you want. A bigger plush for the park is this Life Fury. So she got treated to a bigger one as well as a smaller one. So here she is. She has this really pretty stand of her just sitting up. Her forehead does look a little bit too huge in my opinion. Like, look at that. Her eyes are really beautiful though. She is like blue dyed, so she has some of her blue on her when you look really carefully. The tail is another kind of material, so that it's more detailed as well. And then yeah, she's just really pretty overall. Her neck is a little bit long, but her legs are like perfect proportions. I really enjoy this one. It's a really good one. Although I do have to say that I prefer the original Universal Studios Life Fury one above this one. The biggest plushie of the park I of course also got, and it is Toothless. So of course it's Toothless. So he looks really cool because he has a lot of features. First of all, he has a scaly pattern going around. His face isn't my favorite, but his eyes are one of the best embroidery works I have seen. He's really accurate for what he is. He has these really beautiful wings. As you can see, they're like a little bit shiny material. This is also unique. He has 2 spines, so he is HTTYD and 2 toothless without his alpha mode, which is really cool to see. His legs are really cool, and his tail is also really high quality. So it's the red tail fin with a printed on a hiccup signal. He's a really cool plush, really big one as well. The brown on his mouth also a little bit, like his face and his neck could have been better, but his body is like 100% movie accurate. Like it's one of the best ones. We didn't get a lot of dragon plushies, I have to say, but then seeing this guy really makes up for it, because he struggled to get home for me, but I really needed them. And yeah, the front does have his one single spine, so that's correct too, and he has all of his flaps except for the ones under his chin. But yeah, one of the other cutest plushies is this toothless plush, including Hiccup, and he looks so good. So first of all, we have his saddle that goes around him. He has his red tail fin, and it's the same quality as the big one. In addition, he has these really beautiful wings. You can see the saddle in the middle. And then we have Hiccup, which has his helmet and looks really cute. He has button eyes though. And then you can see that he is printed mostly. It looks really accurate, and looks really cute together. Like, this is the first plush of them together, and I think this looks awesome. And I know I keep saying like this is like the best piece of merchandise, but this whole park has just like some of the best things I've ever seen. And the first one, well, one of the many ones, is of course the sheep in the dragon costume. How does this become a plush? Who is the genius that makes this plush? So first of all, we have the leathery dragon suit. So it's like this Bordeaux color. The wings are flappy. It's a fat sheep, super soft as well. The material used on the spikes is shiny, so it's like a glittery, and each one is also like curved and different directions, and super cool. It has like teeth even added, and then the eyes and then the mouth are like visible underneath. This is like one of the best plushies. Like, for my collection, I would even say that this is like my favorite plush from everything. Like, this is a plush I think a lot of us wanted. I'm going to be showing the racing one as well, because I picked that one up too. But it's like amazing why and how they did this and make this, and that they listened to fans, that the sheep are also, for a lot of us, iconic, and, you know, just make great items for, you know, any fan. The other Isle of Berk sheep is this one. It is a dragon racing sheep. His face looks a little bit derpy, like not the most accurate. Like, the mouth looks a little bit weird, as well as the eyes, but I love that they did the little circle like dot, like dragon racing on the back. And this one is the extra feature. When you pull him, he makes noises, so he sounds like a sheep. I'm not gonna do it because then I'm gonna ruin it, continue be buying, because that's what it does. But again, really soft plush, really accurate. You can tell it's like an animated HTTYD sheep. Acid and Hiccup also got an extra additional plush, and these have gotten a plush before, like from Universal Studios itself. But now they got an upgrade, so now we have HTTYD 2 Hiccup. So he again has his peg leg. He has a different face, which is nice, or like a different suit, I mean. The face I need to compare actually, because I'm not sure if they're like very different or not. He has like his knife over here and the compass on the other. Looks really cool. This isn't soft, which is, you know, not a big deal for me because it works. And then he has this like fluffy hair everywhere. It's really cool. And here is the Astrid plush to match Hiccup. So she has her HTTYD 3 attire, if I remember correctly, on with her skirt details. She has soft boots, and then her hands with her shoulder pads. And then we have her headband as well. Her face looks a little bit weirder than Hiccup for some reason, I don't know why. And then we have a braid going all the way around, which looks really cool. This looks a little bit weird altogether, but it looks really nice, and her ears are out. So she's a really good one for Astrid. And we don't get a lot of Viking plushies anyway, so it's really cool. So they made a small set of dragons as well, and these dragons have like, all of them are printed, but really cool, and have glass eyes. So the first one is the Sippleback that I got. You can see the face, like the pattern is all over. So they missed the chin part, that's not the same as the belly. But you can tell that the pattern looks really cool and really accurate to the actual Zippleback. For some reason this turns weird, I don't know why. It's a bit of a shame. The spikes also continue all the way back. Like these are really accurate ones of the dragons. You can see that he has the glass eyes. Same for this one. This one looks a bit meaner. Actually both are the same, but then this material isn't the softest, but then the inside of the wings is really soft, as this is like a normal plush material. It's like an attempt, it feels like, on oh, and they're also wide. It feels like an attempt for them to make them more movie accurate or like animation accurate, but now they did too much detail in my opinion. Again, the printing works really well, but I wish it was softer and that it was like accurate. Like I said, like the chin being the same as the complete head looks a little bit weird on this one, and then the legs don't have this pattern but just have like spots on them, like that it doesn't continue. And then the tail, you know, looks good, but a little bit of a hit of a miss. So here we have a life plush, and this is again from the small set, so she has all of her details. Her face is a little bit flat, as you can see. It looks like she's like gotten against a wall, flown against one. All of them had this, so it's not that mine was defective. She has this blue like airbrush on her. The tail is also really soft. She looks really good. She's really accurate. She may be a bit small. I think she's a little bit leaner, as in longer. But it's a nice set. Really like her. And then the last plush of the small set, which is probably my favorite one of them, is Stormfly. She looks really, really good. The pattern isn't exactly how she looks. Of course, like the wings are the same inside and out. But her eyes look really well with the glass that they used. Her spikes are really accurate. At least her jaw is like the color it's supposed to be. And then you have her legs. And then her tail is a little bit hit or miss. I would have loved some more spikes or more other decorations on it. But it's a really good one as well. Really accurate. And I really love her. And then it's a shiny belly. So yeah, this is a good one. So this is an item that when I saw it online, I needed to have it, but I was really surprised by the price. First off, it is the fire drill boat wooden kit, so you can actually build the wooden like attraction, which is super cool on like a cool base. And I thought like, hey, I want to get another one, but these are $50. Like I was surprised how, you know, expensive this was. So I decided to go with one. It includes like the wooden pieces and the instructions on to build one, but I was like, I need to just keep it sealed, and I'm just gonna keep it like this in my collection. But building it and seeing the model in store, I was really tempted to, but it's a bit much. I don't think maybe it's like super high quality or I missed something, but I think it's a bit much for something like this. This is a coaster set, so it is the Viking statue and the dragon statue from the Isle of Berk. That's just like some stone as a coaster. Nice, cool, small. I think these are small, but they're car coasters. I don't know what that means. Like you put them in your car coaster, but I don't know how you get them out. I hope with this, but I'm not gonna use them. Like anything in my collection I didn't use, but it's still pretty cool. And it's nice to see some of the merch for the statues of the park. There's also this cute stationery set. So this is the purse it comes in. It's just a toothless and then his ears are fluffy. And on the inside you get a lot of stuff. So let's open it up. So you get 2 gummies. Let's just say gummies. Erasers. So one is a toothless tail and the other is a toothless face. Then you got pencils. I think they're all the same color, but also toothless. And then you also get a notebook with the cool toothless on it. So that's everything you get in this pouch. It's really nice. You know, the erasers I think are the nicest, as well as the case. The notebook is a bit plain, but I think it's just really cute regardless. This was an item I was really excited to pick up in person, as I didn't know they were in stock, and it is the big loungefly boat. So this is one of those loungeflies that I really wanted, as well as the sheep, but the sheep I got online. This one I really want to pick up in person to look at it, and I admire it more when I see it. So we have the details of the face, so it's the fire drill boat. And then we have some of the shields on the side with some of the cannons, and then the beautiful tail. It also comes with a meat lug pouch, but it's inside and it's like completely sealed up. beautifully put away. Then the zipper is a toothless, as you can see. And then the back doesn't have anything special, but it's a really nice loungefly, a really big one. It's a little bit of a weird shape, I would say, as it's like a crossbody kind of one. The only bag I didn't pick up, of course, is the one with the house. It wasn't as beautiful as I thought, but I do want it anyway. But this was like more of a priority pickup because it's like unique, nice, and stuff like that. So this is gonna be the end of part 1, as otherwise it would be way too long and I still need to take out some of my items from my suitcase. So in the next video I will probably be covering like the statues, ornaments, some of the how to treat your dragon stuff. So that will be in another video, but I do hope that you enjoyed this video at least, and if you did, please give this video a like, subscribe. You can also follow me on my Instagram to keep up with my collection. I also have my website where I try to post as much as I can, which is under howtotrainyourdragoncollector.weebly.com. And I'm trying to update that and get eventually everything on there when I get there. So yeah, I do hope to see you guys in part 2, and otherwise I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone!